Alright, moving on. Let's talk about something very important to all of us, and that's the map voting system. Now, someone on the Reddit did a little test. They did 100 ranked games, and the results, and he had Favela and Borders turned off. And the results were, he ended up still getting Border 4 times, even though he didn't want it at all, and he got Favela 6 times, even though he didn't want it at all. And really the point being is that he didn't want to play Favela at all, and yet he got Favela as many times as House and Canals, and he still got Favela more than Bank, Consulate, and Yacht. I'd rather play Bank, Consulate, and House way more than Favela. It's not even close. So the fact that they're even in the same category with it turned off is
I don't
a huge
even think
issue.
Favela should be in the game.
That's another point I wanted to bring up, is should Favelas even be in this game at this point? Because at least in ranked, it doesn't need to be. It should not be in ranked.
At
this point,
too late to take it out of the game.
I don't think it should be in
Like,
ranked.
even big
leave it in
YouTubers
casual.
who play Rainbow don't like Favelas.
Like, they should
Like,
leave it
pro
in
players
casual,
don't like
but get that
Favelas.
bitch out of fucking ranked. It's gross. Like, that map is very...
But anyways, back to the voting system. It's fucking 2017, and we still have games where there's no voting system. Like 2002 video games had voting systems.
Yeah,
on
these are my
maps.
jokes. You're
Like,
ruining
this
all my
is
great
insane.
material. Halo Reach did
Reach,
map voting
man.
system the best. And that's bad, because Halo Reach was a doodle game, and it still did the best voting system I've ever played in a game since Battlefield. And Battlefield 3. Especially on
It
PC.
makes no sense. It's like, first of all, like, we already have a line of defense against this. We've already said, like, yo, like, these are the maps we don't want to play. Like, I don't want these when I'm trying to enjoy your game. And then Rainbow is just like, nah, man, you want this map, you just don't know it yet. It's like, no, if I wanted
But the
this
thing
map,
about it
I would have it
is
in my
they'll
rotation.
they'll take your game mode into consideration. Like, we pretty much only ever get secure area because that's
Yeah,
all
we all have
turned
it.
on.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
game
we'll
mode shit
get that,
factor is
but-
Now,
100%.
But we don't get the right
like
map.
Gary said earlier, we're probably gonna turn on Bomb Secure here soon to try it out. But we normally on game mode only ever get secure area. We get hostage
Yeah.
every now and then when we play with Jordan because that's the only one he has turned on. But when it's just us and C-Plan, we only ever get secure area. But we always get fucking duty maps like Yacht and Favelas and Border.
That
and
might
fucking-
that might be a problem with the matchmaking system, because if I don't know how this works, but if it works like I think it does, then if they just randomly match you up with people and they just happen to have Favela selected, then does that just render your selections useless because they have it selected, or does it only match you with people that have the same selections as you?
I mean, I don't even.
I don't know, it's a really, really
I don't
good
even
point.
know if hardly anybody has fucking Favelas active, honestly. But if it renders your vote useless, then the matchmaking system needs to be fixed to where it
Yeah,
doesn't,
then
'cause
that's not a problem
if I-
with the voting,
if-
with the selections. It's a problem with
I mean,
the
I still think a
matchmaking
voting
itself.
system should be brought up because let's say we get matched up against somebody who has Favelas turned on. Okay, well, Favelas is one of
Yeah.
the maps from their team that's turned on that can get voted, and we have like House that brought up. Well, everybody's gonna play House over Favelas, so therefore it's like, like my point is, like, say you have a team like us coming against a team who has Favelas turned on. Well, one of our maps gets thrown into the voting system, one of their maps gets thrown into the voting system, and then we have a random from either one that we don't know what it is. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
but,
say
like, why does it
our
seem like we get
let's say
Favelas
Consulate gets
more
thrown
than
up from our
House?
team's voting, and let's say Favelas gets thrown up from one of their guys who has it turned on. Well, then we get to vote on who gets the map. You know what I mean? Like, they get a map put into the voting system, and we get a map put into the voting system.
Yeah.
And
Like,
then the
these
two teams
teams,
vote.
like,
Because, like, let's say House
You-
gets brought up and Favelas gets brought up. We're gonna play House because that's the
Yeah.
favorable map. That's like one of the best maps in the game.
Like one of the best
Do you-
maps in the game?
Do you think Ubisoft,
Good map,
kind of
really.
didn't put the voting system in there to be like, well, we want all our maps played,
Yeah, so that
like-
was a lot of the argument on the Reddit, is that they don't want to play another.
don't make
they
shit
don't want to
maps
play
and
another
people will wanna
Evolve.
play
It's like,
'em. Like,
they don't want to
it's-
play another Counter-Strike Go, and they don't want to play only a couple maps over and over again, or only one map like Rust. But I come from the philosophy
But it's not.
of
It's not just a couple maps in this game. There's a lot of
There's
pretty
4 or
much
5.
all the
Yeah,
base maps
but-
in this game, except for like 2, are really
I mean-
good.
Well, so their argument is that I come from the philosophy and argument of something from Zombies and mostly Black Ops 1 before they nerfed the shit out of Nuketown, and I prefer playing the same map over and over and over again, and like we did in
But
Battlefield
this game
3.
has so much depth to it as
Well,
well.
that's what we
Like,
did in
like
Battlefield 3.
Consulate.
We kept playing
can play
like 7 or 8 maps
Consulate
over and over
over
again.
and over. We could play Consulate for 24 games straight, and each game would be different because we don't know what the
Each
other
game
team's
would be
gonna We don't
different,
know how our
new, and fun.
strat's gonna be.
That's true.
Every room has its own strat to it, and there's a ton
Yeah,
of
'cause
rooms in
then
Consulate to
they'll
pick
have
from.
to-
You know what I mean?
The enemy team would have to adapt to a strategy, and then we'd have to pick a new one.
And we
'cause
would
they-
have to
they
adapt
know
to their
what we're
defense,
doing.
or we would have to adapt to their tacking. You know what I mean? Like every room
Yeah.
is its own strategy. Like
I don't-
one
I
map
don't
can be
under-
played 12 different times and be different every time. And you have the game modes. Like hostage strat's gonna be a lot different than secure area or bomb.
Bomb, yeah, bomb's gonna be different.
I legit just can't see the reason why they don't have a map voting system. Because it's like
Force
what's
you
the
to play
point
the
of not
maps and
like
make
there's
the argument would be to make you feel like there's more maps in the game than what give you an illusion to keep playing the same maps, and it's all fucking it's all tricks
but
because
why
that's
does
why
it seem
Destiny
like
did it.
We get why does it
That's
seem
why
like we get
Destiny did it because that was a
favelas
shitty game.
more
Rainbow
than
did
we
it because
get
they
House?
didn't trust their game when they launched it. They're probably like, I don't know if it's gonna be a good game or not. Like any game that has shitty fucking like that's why Halo slowly got rid of it because fucking Halo is trash. Can you even vote on Halo 5? Fuck, I can't even remember that trash game.
I don't even know.
I don't think you can,
I can't even fucking remember.
but you,
Like, but
you
like-
might be.
Battlefield
like, if you're
4, they
catering-
completely ruined the server system, and Battlefield 3 was way
It
better.
is.
So, like, a lot of games are getting away from the people picking what maps they play, and that's just disgusting
Like
in this
what's
industry.
the downside of letting your player base pick the maps they like? I mean,
People play
here's how I
only.
see.
Well, then
Even-
it becomes no shirt canals
give me a
TDM.
sec. No, give me a sec.
Every fucking server. Every fucking
give me a sec.
server.
No, sorry. Let's say like you take the data you got from the maps like they like to play. Make more maps like that. Like don't fuck over your fans. Like we're like no, you're gonna play the maps we make. And like no, like make
Yeah,
maps
but
that cater
having
to
different
your
maps gives
player
variety.
base.
That's what makes Presidential Plains so good, is that it is different than Skyscrapers and House and Consulate and Chillette. Like, it just is drastically different.
Okay, next topic.